General Hospital spoilers Friday, October 24th. Jason's SOS, Carly's advice for Britt, Nathan's surprise comfort. Port Charles is bracing for a storm, emotional, physical, and psychological, as Friday, October 24's episode of General Hospital promises to leave fans breathless. From Jason's desperate SOS to Carly's unexpected words of wisdom for Britt, and Nathan's surprising act of comfort, the episode spins a web of tension, loyalty, and fragile hope. Let's dive deep into what's coming and the hidden emotional undercurrents behind every move in this riveting chapter. Jason Morgan has always been the man who keeps calm when everyone else loses their head. But even the stone-faced enforcer reaches his breaking point, and on Friday, viewers will see a version of Jason that hasn't surfaced in years. He's cornered, both physically and emotionally. After the latest attack on Sonny's territory, Jason realizes that someone within his circle has betrayed him. The evidence points to a name he doesn't want to believe: Britt Westbourne. Jason had trusted Britt more than most people. After all, she had risked everything to help him in Canada, and for a while, she represented the possibility of a life beyond bloodshed. But now, intercepted messages and a false lead in the docks operation suggest that Britt may have been feeding information to a third party. But is she guilty, or a pawn in someone else's game? Jason's SOS isn't a signal for backup in the traditional sense, it's a plea for help that carries both professional urgency and emotional depth. He reaches out to Carly, sending a coded message only she would understand. "It's not safe where I am. Meet me where the waves meet the stars." The phrase immediately pulls Carly back to their past, the spot at Pier 47, where Jason once promised her that no matter how dark things got, he'd always find her light. When Carly arrives, the tension is thick enough to cut through. Jason is exhausted, injured, and emotionally torn. He tells Carly, "If I go down this time, it's not just me. Someone else will fall, and I don't want it to be her." It's the first time in years Jason admits fear, not of dying, but of losing control. Carly instantly realizes her refers to Britt. This sparks one of the most intense, raw conversations between them in recent memory. If anyone knows how to survive the chaos of Port Charles, it's Carly Spencer. She's faced mob wars, family betrayals, and heartbreaks, and emerged stronger every time. So when Jason confides his doubts about Britt, Carly doesn't rush to judgment. Instead, she decides to confront Britt directly. The scene unfolds at General Hospital's rooftop garden, a symbolic place where honesty tends to bloom in the most unexpected ways. Britt, still trying to hold her ground as chief of staff while managing personal chaos, isn't thrilled to see Carly show up unannounced. "Unless you're here for a tetanus shot or to steal my parking spot, I'm guessing this is about Jason," Britt says sharply, trying to mask her nerves with sarcasm. Carly's tone is cool, measured, but deadly serious. "Jason thinks someone's playing him, Britt. And if it's not you, then you're being set up. Either way, you're in danger." For a moment, Britt's walls crack. She's visibly shaken, but she refuses to show vulnerability. "I can handle myself," she insists. But Carly doesn't back down. She leans in, her voice softening. "You're strong, Britt. But being strong isn't the same as being smart. Jason protects people he cares about, but right now he's the one who needs protecting, from his loyalty to you." That line lands like a punch. Britt doesn't reply, but her eyes glisten with emotion. She finally admits that she's been receiving anonymous messages warning her to stay away from Jason, and that someone has been tracking her hospital access codes. Carly's instincts kick in immediately. "Then you're being framed. And whoever's behind this is counting on Jason turning against you. That's how they win." The two women, once rivals in love, now unexpected allies, share a rare, raw moment of connection. Carly advises Britt to play along, act distant from Jason, and quietly dig into the hospital's internal systems to trace the breach. As Britt listens, she feels a mix of gratitude and regret. She whispers, "I never thought the day would come when Carly Spencer would be my voice of reason." Carly smirks. "Welcome to Port Charles. Never say never." Meanwhile, in another corner of Port Charles, Nathan West emerges from the shadows, both literally and emotionally. Since his surprise return from Steinmauer, Nathan has been trying to piece together his place in a city that has changed without him. His memory gaps are concerning: small blackouts, missing hours, and flashes of memory involving Caesar Faison's final project. But this Friday, Nathan finds himself crossing paths with someone equally lost: Britt. After her talk with Carly, Britt retreats to the staff lounge, shaken. When Nathan enters, The sibling bond that once defined them quietly resurfaces. She looks up, managing a faint smile. You always had a knack for showing up right before I completely fall apart. Nathan, visibly concerned, replies, You don't have to fall apart, Britta. Not on my watch. He pours her a cup of coffee, black, the way she hates it, and sits across from her. Start from the beginning. What's going on with you and Jason? Britt hesitates but finally opens up. She explains the cryptic threats, the suspicion, and Carly's warning. Nathan listens intently, every protective instinct firing. And then he drops a bombshell. He's been tracking the same signal that's been haunting Britt, only from a different angle. He believes the interference originates from a secret server linked to the old Cassadine estate, a location recently accessed by an unknown user named Project Helix. Fans will remember that Project Helix was a defunct experiment connected to both Faison and Victor Cassadine, a hybrid program designed to manipulate memory retention and emotional conditioning. Nathan's revelation changes everything. The siblings realize they are both targets, Britt for her connection to Jason, and Nathan for what he unknowingly carries in his mind. He reaches across the table, taking her hand. Whatever happens, Britta, you're not alone this time. We fight together. It's a rare, heartwarming moment in a dark storyline, a glimpse of the old Nathan who loved fiercely and protected without hesitation. Back at the safe house, Jason is pacing. He's made peace with danger, but not betrayal. The weight of uncertainty is suffocating him. When his burner phone buzzes, he expects bad news. Instead, he hears Britt's voice, calm, steady, but urgent. Don't move. I found something. Whoever's framing me, they used a hospital code tied to Faison's legacy files. And Jason, there's another name on the access list. Yours. Jason freezes. Mine. Yes, Britt confirms. But it's not your current access, it's from before you were presumed dead. Someone cloned your identity in the system. That revelation hits Jason hard. Someone is not only attacking his operation but rewriting his history. For the first time, Jason feels the ground slipping beneath him. He mutters, Then this isn't just about us. It's about control of everything. He immediately calls Spinelli, demanding a trace on Project Helix. But Spinelli's voice trembles. Stone cold, that system is alive. And it's watching us right now. The line cuts. The lights flicker. Jason realizes they've been compromised. He grabs his gun, scans the room, and sends one last coded text. If I don't make it back, tell her the truth. Viewers will be left wondering, does her mean Britt, or Carly? When Carly returns to the Metro Court, her mind is racing. She knows Jason is walking into danger, and she can't just sit back. She calls Dex, orders him to trace Jason's signal, and then contacts Dante for backup, without revealing all the details. Dante's torn. You're asking me to go rogue for a man who's been evading the law for years. Carly fires back. I'm asking you to save your friend before he's erased from existence. Her words hit home. Dante reluctantly agrees to help. As they prepare to leave, Carly confides something unexpected. You know what's funny, Dante? 4 years, I thought Jason didn't need saving. Turns out, he's human after all. The vulnerability in her tone shows a softer Carly, one who still carries a deep, unspoken love for the man who's always been her anchor. At the same time, Britt and Nathan break into the GH server room after hours, following the digital trail Carly advised Britt to trace. The screen displays an eerie series of symbols that spell out Helix activation, subject reintegration phase in progress. Nathan realizes the implications. This isn't about medical data. This is about people. Faison didn't just create soldiers, he created sleeper agents. Before Britt can respond, the lights go out. A distorted voice echoes from the intercom. Dr. Westbourne. Detective West. You've seen too much. The door slams shut. Security alarms blare. The siblings are trapped. Nathan immediately moves Britt behind him, ready for a fight. But instead of an attack, a hidden compartment in the wall opens, revealing a metal drive labeled Morgan Protocol. The file name chills Britt to the bone. Jason Morgan. She grabs it, whispering, "This is what they are after." As the alarms grow louder, Nathan smashes the control panel and ushers Britt out through a maintenance tunnel. It's a narrow escape, but one that will change everything about what they think they know of Jason. Later that night, Britt finds herself standing outside Jason's safe house.
It's eerily quiet.
Inside, she discovers evidence of a struggle: shattered glass, overturned furniture, and a phone left buzzing on the table.
When she picks it up, there's a recorded message waiting for her.
Britt, if you're hearing this, I didn't make it.
But don't believe what they show you. The truth is buried in Helix. Find Spinelli. Trust Carly.
And whatever you do, don't let them use me. Tears stream down Britt's face as Nathan places a comforting hand on her shoulder.
We'll find him. I swear.
In that moment, Britt realizes this isn't just about Jason's safety, it's about saving his soul from whatever Faison and the Cassadines unleashed years ago. Carly, Dex, and Dante track Jason's last known location to an abandoned shipping yard near the river. They find nothing, no blood, no body, but a single, chilling clue, a dog tag with the inscription JM, until the end. Carly clenches it in her fist, refusing to cry.
This isn't over, she vows.
As the episode nears its end, she places a call to Britt. You still have that drive?
Yes,
Britt replies.
Good, Carly says, her voice calm and fierce. Then we have a war to start.
In the final scene, the camera pans to a dimly lit medical lab. A man lies unconscious on a table, hooked up to wires and monitors. A technician adjusts the settings, whispering, "Subject Morgan, reintegration phase complete." The man's eyes snap open, cold, unfocused, and unrecognizable.
It's Jason.
But something about his gaze suggests he's no longer the Jason Morgan the people of Port Charles once knew.
The screen fades to black with the words, "To be continued."
Friday's episode of General Hospital will strike the perfect balance between heart and high-stakes drama. Jason's SOS marks a rare moment of vulnerability for the usually stoic hitman. Carly's advice for Britt showcases her growth, a woman who's learned that love sometimes means trusting someone else's survival instincts. Nathan's comforting presence reintroduces the warmth and humanity that Port Charles often loses amid chaos. Each storyline interlocks perfectly, teasing a major shift in the show's universe, a war not just for power, but for identity. The emotional heartbeat of this episode lies in one question. When loyalty becomes a weapon, who can you really trust?